Welcome back. It's week 9 at the Crown. We are doing really well. The guys have now got all the parapet wall repairs done, which we'll go out on the scaffolding in a minute and have a look at. You can see also all the timber repairs are now complete. There's this floor and quite a few of the others. As per the previous videos, we've got the new wall plates and that's all tied in. The windows should be in within the next week or so. This side of the roof is being retiled next week. So we should be all but the entrance, the new sort of block work going up, we should be watertight at the end of next week, which is great because then we can get on with doing the stud work and the flooring on the top floor, which has actually already started on the first floor. So we were going to work down, but just because of the weather and the slight delay on the roof, the guys have started on the first floor. So when we go down to the first floor in a minute, you will see some real big difference. So as we come through here again, same sort of thing, we can see all the new timber work, and then we'll come through and see the inside of the gable, and then we'll go outside in a minute and have a look at that from the outside. So you've got the old windows here, the new plate, and then the gable wall that was missing in the last video has now been built back up again, and the crest is from the front of it has been put outside, laid out roughly in the right shape, and today we've had a company come and scan it with the view of creating a mould to create a new crest which will go on the front of the building and look good as new. So that's the top floor. We're going to go outside in a minute and then we'll go down to the first floor and the ground floor and see loads of progress. We're outside on the top floor now. We're back here at the gable wall, which you can see just being finished up behind us. The guys have done an absolutely superb job of rebuilding that. A bit of a costly variation, but on one of these kind of projects, you know, it's not always going to go exactly to plan. But that gable wall now is absolutely rock solid. It's not about to fall off, which potentially it might have been before. And down on the ground floor, we've today had a company come in and do a mould of the old crest with a view then of creating something that can be fixed back to the building and hopefully last another 100 odd years. So if we just turn around, you can just see it's a lovely sunny day here in the town centre. Lots going on, and then behind me you've got the roof tiles all ready to go for next week. So they'll be back on. These guys behind me will be finished. They're just doing the last of the really tricky, really heavy detailed masonry work, and then good to go next week. The tiles back on and cracking on inside. We're now on the first floor level at the rear of the building. If we look back out across here, you can't quite see, but there's a huge amount of materials on site. And also the block work for the extension of the stairwell is well progressed. And then in the next week, that will be up to the top level. And about 2 to 3 weeks from now, the roof structure will be fitted and then all the tiles can go back on. And this side of the building will then be watertight as well. But the big progress here this week is if you look in the inside, we've now got the metal frame on the external walls. We've got some insulation behind here. Take out a little bit, not all of it. Acoustic soundboard, and then the stud walls here to create the actual rooms so that you can now start to see each room taking shape. At the moment, there's obviously gaps so that the guys can walk through, because when we're at the relevant time, this staircase comes out and we create a hallway along here. From the first floor in that stairwell entrance, there'll be a stairs up to there. This hallway will run the whole length of the building, and then essentially you'll come into the bedroom from here. So these aren't doorways, these are just temporary walkways for the team to be able to continue to work. So you can see all the way on this first floor is studded out. The vast majority of it is boarded. We've got this steel, which we've talked about before. This is coming out next week. We're just waiting for a day when there's enough people on site to do that safely. And then all the way to this end of the building, where again you can see the metal frame on the external wall with the insulation behind it, and then the metal frame. This makes the construction really easy for the electricians, for the plumbers to get all of that stuff in as well. So this just changes things hugely. You can now really see the building actually come into life and what it's going to be in the future. So let's take a look downstairs now at the ground floor, and we've started to see a little bit more of that work as well. We're here on the ground floor now at the back of the building. So this is the old entrance. This is the main entrance with the sloped floor. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, there was a big long drainage run here, which had just been put in. We were talking about having a manhole here, and we've added a little variation to the project. You can just see here where the compound's gone down. It's a little bit darker. You can see the drainage run that's been put in so that the manhole can all be outside. The whole of this ground floor is then being covered in a latex or compound. So we've got a lovely smooth surface to work off now. Much easier then for the stud work to go up without any issues. We've got a lot of block work that's been done. You can see lots more timber repairs here. We're now at a point where we can't walk all the way around the building because it's the structural walls have started to go up. So that's really exciting. We've got lots of materials on site, ready for next week's work. We've got the service riser ready. Again, all of this front side, we've got the compound down, the floor's nice and level, the boarding's going up. I've just been shown how this board lifter tool works, so that's quite exciting. Learned something new. And then as we come down this end, this block wall's gone up, that's all finished. You can see the drainage run, so there'll be a wall down the middle here, and then this will be the back-to-back en-suites here. And then this area here becomes the kitchen diner for the ground floor. So some of this wall comes out, and then all of this becomes kitchen diner, a window down there, breakfast bar here, lovely big communal space, good sized rooms, really good progress, and looking forward to giving you an update again next week.